Hey guys, I'm making this video today because I've noticed something rather alarming, and that's that in today's tech-oriented, science-oriented world, pop culture and the media has labeled religious people, and really religion in general, as being unscientific and just not academically credible. And beyond our media, the people often hold to the notion that we just need to keep science with science and religion with religion, and that the two mix really as well as oil and water. And so I decided to make a video to really evaluate these different religious worldviews from an academic perspective. So before I start, I want to really offer a definition of worldview. Now, a worldview is an intellectual lens through which people view reality. This means that everyone has one. So here is one of the first questions we really need to consider, and that's, is there only one correct worldview, or are they all equally true? In order to objectively answer this, we need to find a common starting point at which to evaluate any worldview. What can they all agree on? We find this first step filter in what are known as the first principles. Now, first principles are the fundamental assumptions underlying any academic pursuit. As Aristotle said, they are the foundations of all knowledge. These principles are self-evident. Now, the key principles we can use to evaluate worldviews are the law of non-contradiction and the law of identity. The law of non-contradiction states that two opposing ideas cannot both be true at the same time in the same sense, and any attempt to deny this principle is self-defeating, as one must use it in order to deny it. And then the law of identity basically states that you just need to define your terms. So let's go back and apply these first principles to our first question, whether or not there's only one true worldview. Now, this question basically boils down to this issue of absolute truth. Are there certain truths that are universal, transcendent, and unchanging? This is opposed to the relativist belief that truth is relative, dependent upon the individual, the culture, etc. Now, in the light of the law of non-contradiction, when a relativist says that relativism is true, he automatically assumes that there is an opposite worldview, that opposite worldview being absolute truth, and that worldview must be false. Now, to give an example, say I'm a relativist, and I say, all truth is personal. Now, someone might come up to me and respond, well, is that view personally true for you alone, or is it true for me and everybody else as well? Now, the reason this is key is because the original statement, the statement, all truth is personal, asserts that all truth is relative, all truth is personal, except the belief that there is no absolute truth, which is itself an absolute statement. Additionally, the relativist probably believes his view is better than another man's view that there is no absolute truth, but whenever the word better is used, it implies a standard, without which nothing could be better or worse, just different. Now, applying this same chain of logic to the claim regarding absolute truth surfaces no such contradictions. So moving forward, we'll be applying these first principles to the two major tenets of any worldview, the origin of the cosmos and the nature of morality. In this way, we can objectively analyze the evidence without the bias of a presupposed worldview, aiming to determine which worldview is most credible or reasonable.